Yeah? All right. Okay. Thank you all for coming far and wide, including many of my unaccompanied married male friends who apparently were all doing similar things about 9 months ago.
What's up, bros?
Lame.
Hey, yo.
I've clearly,
Love you.
I've clearly married up, and I appreciate all of you coming to celebrate in that fact. One of the benefits of planning a wedding in Mexico is that you get a chance, you get to come here a few times before the event. Our most recent trip to the island didn't have the best start. I'll try and paint the scene. As many of you know me, I try and travel on a pretty tight schedule in an effort to achieve a comfortable balance of stress and minimize time in the airport itself. Our flight was for 10 a.m. that day, so I started packing at 8 a.m. that morning. Being packed herself, Marissa was trying to help, as she is prone to do with the clinically ill. So she went to grab my passport for me. Not being in its normal place, she questioned me on it, and I returned with a very unhelpful, puzzled look. This would typically be a time to panic, given the flight took off in less than 2 hours, and one of us was passportless. Marissa obliged and accompanied me in turning the home upside down in an effort to find that crucial document. Clock turned 9 a.m., so Marissa was now starting to picture the trip and possibly the rest of her life after this fiasco without me. She left me in the house in a state of disrepair. In exchange, I comforted her with a fairly unconfident promise that I would see her in La Isla.
How many hours? 8 hours later?
Yeah, it's all written down. It's not going to change. So it might as well be a recording. All right. So, though having my serious doubts, it seemed like the right thing to say at the time. After Ubering my birth certificate to me and then myself to the passport office, I came to the equivalent of my St. Peter, who was going to decide if I was in fact going to be able to keep that promise. As she was reviewing my documents as well as my story, which came off as fiction, started packing 2 hours ago before an international flight, engaged, this guy, she appeared to become fixated on my papers. When are you born, she says. Or when were you born, she says. I was hoping you wouldn't ask that, I said. She slowly lifted her head as if she had come to realize that she may have been better off not having engaged with me in any form from the beginning. Trying to limit any more analysis on her part, I began talking. It's a funny thing, actually. My birth certificate says August 22nd, but my license says August 23rd. This clearly didn't settle the issue. To be honest, I don't actually even know when I was born. True story. Perhaps my mother went into labor on the 22nd and I decided to come out on the 23rd. My parents and many others have never let me forget that I have always been difficult, beginning with a 30-hour marathon labor. She told me that given the fact that my engagement was at risk and she could clearly see that there weren't others lining up at the door, she would look past this inconsistency and process the passport for same-day delivery. Happy ending to what I hope will be a happy beginning to Marissa and my new lives together.
Woo!
As I told this story to my father upon our return back from Mexico, he came back with, August 23rd? I always thought your birthday was August 18th. So, he's up next.